What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of The Prop Wiz. I'm your host, The Wiz. Today, we'll be doing a box opening and review of this Mondo action figure. This is a Peter Venkman. This is Peter Venkman as he was in the Real Ghostbusters cartoon back in 1986. Dude, this is one I've been waiting for a long time. I think I've had it on pre-order for at least a year, maybe a little under a year. It's been long enough that I've been waiting for it. But, well, you know what? If we consider the fact that I've been waiting for this bad boy ever since 1986 when this thing was aired on TV, an action figure exactly like the cartoon itself, then, dude, I've been waiting for 39 years, man, almost 40 years, baby. But we're here now. But anyways, man, got this in the mail. Really wasn't expecting it, dude. I pre-ordered it again a while ago. I pre-ordered off Big Bad Toys. Or did I get it from Mondo? Nope, I pre-ordered it from Mondo directly. I think I'm going to go back and get the rest of the Ghostbusters. If this is dope, I'm going to go back and get the rest of the Ghostbusters, and I'll probably pre-order those off of Big Bad Toys. But anyways, money came out of my account. One of those things where I saw $100 and something come out of my account. Panicked, had to figure out what it was, and it was Mondo saying this thing was on its way. And even then, I still forgot that it was on its way when it arrived at the doorstep. I was like, man, I ain't ordered nothing. Like, I thought it was a 1/6 scale because of the way the box was shaped, the actual mailer box. Opened it up and was pleasantly surprised to see this bad boy here. But anyways, man, obviously we got what looks like a ghost trap. Again, the ghost trap from the cartoon itself. It's got all the parts on there. Super dope. Got the fake buttons, all cartoon form. You even got the little holster thing right here. So actually, is it upside down? Nope, it goes this way. And of course, we got the door. The door does open and reveal the figure itself. Of course, the figure is all wrapped up. So we'll do the box opening and get into the details of that, man. But dude, the box itself is pretty dope, man. This is actually pretty dope, man. They put a little bit of thought in. It's got that Mondo feel to it to begin with. But anyways, let's go ahead and start the box opening itself, man, and look at the details of the figure. Okay, under the lights, look at that. Again, beautiful box. Looks just like the cartoon. We got a little bit of writing on the back. You don't want me to read that, do you? Just a whole bunch of important stuff to somebody, but not for us right now, because what's important is what's inside this box. So we're gonna go ahead and open this bad boy. Come on, let's go. What are we talking about, man? What are we talking about? Yo, look at that. Even the inside of the box have some cool design to reflect. So if you want to keep the box and have the ghost trap open and still have stuff showing in the window, man, that's cool, man. That is kind of cool. Okay, dude, what a glorious collection of accessories. Man, again, I pre-ordered this bad boy a minute ago. Wasn't sure about it because I knew it was just, 8 inches, 7 to 8 inch figure. And I think it was $120, maybe $130. It was a little bit up there, y'all. That really did put me in a position where I wasn't sure I wanted it, but I'm such a fan of Ghostbusters. Definitely a fan of the Real Ghostbusters, but I'm a fan of Ghostbusters in general. The movies, the cartoon, everything. Of course, we all know that the cartoon was its own little beast because the outfits, the uniforms were slightly different. You had the colored uniforms. The proton packs looked like they looked in the movie, but were slightly different. So it was just real cool. It felt like the movie, what we got from the movie, but everything was slightly different, which led to me having to have this bad boy. But anyway, we'll go through some of this stuff, man. We got Ghost being trapped. Of course, this is that pumpkin ghost. I forgot what it was called, but they actually got a scaled version of this as well that scaled up, if I'm not mistaken. One of the figures, or they're selling some of these monsters on their own, and this is one of them, which is cool. So along the lines of this, you have the ghost trap where this can actually slide in there. So if you want to display it with it capturing the ghost, which is super dope, you can slide that bad boy right in there and voila, right? Or you can not have this bad boy in there and slide this piece in there if you just want to have the ghost trap closed. So how cool is that? So you can display it one way or the other. So that's a dope, man. Again, very, very cool accessory. I haven't decided how I'm going to display them, but that is cool. We do got Slimer in there. Again, this is the animated Slimer. Not too far off from the movie. Well, just like the figures, right? Like none of this is, again, it just really, really was worked real well with the movie. There's obvious difference when you watched it, but if you watched it on TV at that time as a kid or young teenager, you probably didn't notice the differences as much. They weren't ringing different, you know what I mean? Even though they were. And Slimer definitely represents that. He just flew off, y'all. Just flew off, man. You think that was a paranormal event that just happened? He just flew off by himself. Or did I drop it? Probably more than likely. I just dropped it. I know the answer to that. But anyways, proton pack, looking good. Again, remember, there are differences. There are differences, but this says proton pack. When you see this, there's no doubt in your mind, yeah, that's the proton pack. And that's how it was. This is cool. It's got the little clip to hold it in place. I think we'll have to figure that out later, how to get it in there. But more than likely, our Peter is going to be holding it. So cool. This feels like this is synonymous with Mondo. I've got a He-Man figure that got clips, all the clips and stuff like that, where it just goes into the little slit or whatever. But super, super dope. Again, very, very detailed for what it is, right? Again, as much detail as the cartoon had. It's accurate to the cartoon. This is dope. Along those lines, we do have the gloved hands. It looked like it comes with the wrist part of the gloves and the hand gloves is separate. It's two separate things. So that's cool. Haven't decided how we're going to display it. And I do love how this is. This is what's making me, if you've seen some of my other videos, I don't like these kind of accessories. I don't like them. I appreciate them. And I appreciate the fact that there are people out there that love them. But to me, it's not convincing. It doesn't look like a proton beam flying. It just looks like a piece of clear plastic. But that little circle, and being that I saw this in the pictures, it looks a little bit cool. This might be something. We're going to play around. Again, I don't know how I'm going to pose it. So we're going to play around with it and see. All right, we do got two head sculpts in there. Can you see that? Got one of him smiling and one of them look like, nah, I'm busting ghosts in a mean way. But we'll probably put the smiling one on there. It's reminiscent of Bill Murray, even though obviously this looks nothing like Bill Murray, but he's got that Bill Murray attitude in the cartoon. If you've seen this cartoon, he definitely had that. And I do like that head sculpt. Very, very good. Love the hair. Dude, look at that. You got the little curl. It is completely 3D. There's hair pieces coming up, man. This is a good sculpt. Good sculpt. Again, for what it is. It looks like the cartoon. Does he move? Moves good enough, y'all. Moves good enough. Legs are a little tough. Dude, the legs are real tough. Legs are super tough, y'all. The legs aren't moving. And I'm scared to move it. I'm scared to move it. So legs aren't moving. He's not super duper flexible, but I guess it just depends on what pose you want. But it's like, that's weird. You can't move him at all. Oh, no, there you go. It moves. It moves. But it is tough, which is scaring me a little bit. So yeah, let me see. The actual uniform symbol looks good. Uniform looks good. Belt looks good. Dude, this is it, man. Loving it. Let's take it upstairs, man, for our final thoughts and review. Okay, man, we back up in here in the studio. Figure was dope, man. I'm not even gonna pretend with y'all. It is dope, but I expected it to be dope. It is what I expected it to be. It is the animated Peter Venkman. It looks exactly like it is from the cartoon. I'm highly impressed with Mondo when they do this. I've got Batman and the Joker from Batman the Animated Series. Yes, I do think Jazz Inc. has one that might rival that one. Not even might, probably 100% definitely will. But somehow the Mondo still looks accurate enough to me. Like I can see the animated series in that Batman figure, but this is even more impressive than the Batman figure. Like this looks like it came right out of the animated series. The only other people I think that's rivaled them that I had that same feeling is Super 7. Super 7, I've got two He-Mans. I've got a couple of Conans that are like stylized Conan versions. So they're cartoon-like, but from the movie. So, of course, they're not completely accurate, but I thought they were dope. Whereas then they've got some He-Man figures, specifically He-Man and Prince Adam I have from that collection that look exactly like he does from the cartoon. So this is Mondo, but I'm getting the same feeling from it. Like I probably, more than likely, even think about it, I might have these displayed on the same shelf. I probably have these, not on a DTOF, but I probably on one of these cube shelves like I have back here, where I have to dust it off every now and then. There's no soft media on here. There's no clothing on it, so this would be easy to dust off. But the figure itself, man, super dope. Head sculpt. Again, the coloring is spot on. The details in the proton pack. You got a place to put the actual ghost trap. And I didn't say, but the pedal for the ghost trap and the cord that connects the pedal to the ghost trap itself, that cord is actually posable. So you can actually move that around and pose that how you want. So that is something super dope that I didn't notice until I got them ready for this and brought them upstairs. I got them displayed with Slimer. I don't remember if Slimer being that low to the ground. I got to go back and watch some of those old episodes and see what's up. Because I feel like Slimer should be just a little higher, but to each his own. I'm not going to be, definitely not going to take no points off of it. Again, I think this bad boy is super duper dope. I am giving it a 4 out of 5. My rating is a 4 out of 5. I am not going to point off because the legs, man, the legs aren't as movable, aren't as posable as I would like. Like, what if I wanted my Peter Venkman running away or something like that? Or even in a more dynamic pose. It's real tough. Now, leave me some comments, man, if you got this figure and I'm wrong about that, because I have a feeling it might move and maybe I just got PTSD. If you watch my show, specifically with my McFarlane figures, man, I've had at least 3 figures where the legs snapped right on off, and I literally think I am now scared to overpose. Like, if I got any kind of feedback or any kind of resistance when I try to move a limb, I just stop. And that might be the case with this one. I was able to move the right leg a little bit, but it still feels pretty limited, even where I was able to move. And even when I moved, it was hard to move back. So I'm pretty sure it's just tough. But again, if you got this figure and know differently, leave me some comments and let me know if I'm wrong on that. But anyways, dude, that's my review. Again, 4 out of 5. I think it's super duper dope. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Is this a yay or nay for you? If not, let me know. If so, let me know what's up. Either or, man. Just leave me some comments, man, in the comment section. I love reading comments. Also, if you like this video, please take the time to hit the like button, hit the bell button. That way you get notified every time I drop a new one of these. Also, very important, if you haven't already, please subscribe. As always, I love you guys to death, and I'll check you out next time, all right? Peace. Proton pack on my back and fully suited. Need someone who believe with the talent to do it. Gotta remember not to cross the streams when you shoot it. That's a nuclear accelerator on your back that's moving. That's a cyclotron cycling, generating energy. I see things that'll turn your skin white and psych insanity. Amity, build is real, conceal I'm panicking. Proton beams shoot things, create scenes that's damaging. Is it Peter or Spangler who's the leader? He created packs, ghost traps, and PKE meters that detect spiritual entities round from the ether. Even expose those with closed eyes, denied sleepers. Is this thing on before I pull my neutrino wand? Upon a swarm of ghosts, nothing but smoke will form. When the ghost trap responds from the pedal being stepped on. Spirits get angry as hell, they feel they've been slept on. It's the weirdest experience, dealing with spirits, fearing this game is serious. You think you curious, insane, delirious thing that mirror us clean. The eeriest place, the burial plane with master wizard stereo plays. Ghosts, specters, ghouls, spirits make the hair on the back of your neck stand when you